Right, there's so much that is talked about love at this time of year, and I wanted to just look at some of the Greek terms for love and give some instruction about the Bible's view of how we should love one another. All right, there are four different terms. Again, the eros would be one. One would be storgos. Another would be the phileo, the verb form, and agapao, the verb form. That the last two are used all over the Bible. The first two, not so much. So let's look at those two. The first one, eros, is used, that would be in the Greek culture, romantic love, even a sensuality there, this desire, this physical attraction to someone. And of course, that's what's pushed so much this time of year that it becomes a distraction even. That's not even mentioned in the Bible, that term. Of course, married love is in the Bible, and it's highlighted as something to aspire to, but if you don't find yourself in that relationship now, you have to consider that it's just one of so many different verbs for love, right? The second would be storgos, right? That would be the noun form, and not used very often in the Bible, just a few times. And in those cases, actually, it comes up in those that are not fulfilling that type of love. A depraved culture in Romans 1 doesn't have a family affection, right? No natural affection. So this natural affection that occurs between a mother and child, right? A depraved society gets away from that. All of that, though, don't we? The third and fourth one are the ones that are most common used in the Bible, phileo and agapao, and you've probably heard of those two, right? Phileo, actually the noun can be used to refer to a friend, and so there's this affection between brothers and sisters, between friends, between fellow Christians, between anyone that we can develop, and can be used interchangeably with the fourth one. But again, being a good friend is excellent thing to aspire to. And I think that the attributes of friendship that we can develop in our own lives mirror the Lord's love for us as well. But the fourth one would be the one that is used most often of God, that God's love is agapao, right? I define that as unselfishly giving toward another well-being with no thought of return. And that's the love that we're wanting to develop in our lives, right? That we focus on the other, and there's no return. It's unselfish, it's active, it's giving toward the other. 1 Corinthians 13 describes the attributes that characterize, the activities that characterize agapao. Let me encourage you to get into those. In fact, next 4 or 5 days till Thursday, we'll offer a book I wrote on this, developing loving relationships, for free by Kindle download, or you can buy it on Amazon as well. But in that, we categorize the different attributes of agapao, and patient, kind, not arrogant, not braggadocious, right? Not rude. These are the activities of agapao. And as Jesus says, they summarize all the law. Everything that we need to do as citizens, as Christians, can be fulfilled in that one word: loving God and loving others. So as you think about Valentine's Day, no matter what situation, relationship you find yourself in, that fourth aspect of love is the most common one in the Bible, the one that we all are responsible to develop toward one another, toward others. And as you do that faithfully, as you faithfully are a good friend, a loving neighbor that's wanting to help others more than yourself, the Lord will bring about the other ones as He sees fit, developing your family. Perhaps the romantic interest He'll bring into the picture, but leave that in the Lord's hands, and truly commit ourselves this day and every day to agapao, all right, to loving others with no thought of return, as exemplified most of all in God the Father, God the Son, God the Spirit. For God so loved you, so loved the world, that He gave His only begotten Son, right? There's that giving with no thought of return, that whoever believes in Him would not perish, but have everlasting life.